this episode, Cryptkowski Brothers went to Allegheny National Forest in northern Pennsylvania, searching for the squonk.
Do you like apples? Well, we got the squonk's number. How do you like them apples?
The squonk is a cryptid whose origins can be traced back to the hemlock forest of northern Pennsylvania.
That is where it hides, crying over how ugly it looks.
The squonk has the unique ability to dissolve itself in a puddle of its own tears when it feels trapped. When the coast is clear, it may return back to its physical form.
I wonder if squonk water is refreshing, still, or sparkling.
Traveled to northern Pennsylvania and visited Buckaloons Recreation Area in the Allegheny National Forest, searching for the squonk. The following footage is what we found. The reason why I brought apples is because it's one of the few things the squonk has been reported to eat. Fruits and veggies. And apples aren't fruit, so that's why I brought apples.
And remember, an apple day keeps the doctor away and brings the squonk closer.
These are hemlock trees. Squonks are reported to live in hemlock forests.
The squonk's first written down sighting was in the Beast of the Lumberwood book. Perhaps when a lumberjack was trying to cut down a hemlock tree.
We're in a grove of hemlock trees. We think this is a good place to set down the apple. Dusk. It's the best time to search for a squonk.
Most cryptids that me and my brother look for kind of change the ecosystem in some way, like Sasquatch bending trees and other things like that. The squonk really doesn't do any of that. It just cries everywhere.
Squonks prefer running water over still water, since when they look at it, it makes them see their own reflection, which they don't want to see their own reflection.
The second time the squonk was ever recorded in a book in more detail, apparently, it was said that it was super stupid. So when it went in deep water, it just swim in circles until it drowns. And I feel like if it's smart enough to know it's ugly, then it's smart enough to know not to swim in a circle.
This water is still the water the squonk doesn't like, because it can see its own reflection and remind it of how ugly it is. This running water is the perfect place to put them up for apple apples.
This place would have been a great place to put the apple if the water had been still. Come on, water! I think right here is a great place to put our apple, our last apple, for the squonk. This is the maybe perfect place for the squonk to take a bath.
We didn't hear any crying in the woods yet. We're gonna walk around the trail one more time and see if the squonk got any of our apples. We're trying to hear the cries of a squonk, but all we hear are these cicadas.
The squonk must have not been hungry tonight.
The squonk wasn't hungry for this one. Looks like our first apple's still here. I don't know what's wrong with the squonk. These apples are pretty good.
Well, because you use New Zealand apples, of course. Those are for kiwis.
After we already left Buckaloons, the camp host sent us this photo. It looks like a puddle of squonk tears, Harlan. We were so close.
But what if I rewind the tape?
Hold on. What was that? Play it back, forward, in slow motion, with a superimposed arrow.
We didn't hear any crying in the woods yet.
Did any of you just see that?
Did we just catch a squonk on film?
Looking back, we don't know what we caught on video there. We think it was a squonk poking his head out while we were filming.
We had multiple takes for the scene. If Darwin hadn't caught this during the editing process, it may have been lost. Fortunately, he caught it and we're able to share it with all of you. On the next episode of the Cryptkowski Brothers, we're going to be heading to Kentucky to get a refill of KFG.
Everyone needs a little KFG. It's finger looking good. Like, subscribe, and ring that bell!
Darn, shirking on backwards really makes me want to cry.